And we're back. Hi, everybody. Seal here, playing some more Oblivion with Colton on the line. Say hi, Colton.
Hello.
Hi, Colton. Um, yeah, no. So, like, I would love to be able just to do live, but, like, that's just not feasible, just because a lot of the games I play are, like, crazy strategy games where, like, if I make one mistake, like, half my thing dies, and there's permadeath, and I'm like, oh, God, I fucked it up.
Well, don't people, can't you like pre-play it so you know what to expect and then do it live?
Well, with some games, sure. Like, I know how to play that game. It's just when it's live and I'm dealing with answering questions and actively interacting with someone. Um, because, like, they might send a comment and I want to respond to that comment. It just sort of, you know, it's a different sort of feel to it. It feels different. Like me playing and recording on my own is totally different because if something goes wrong, like there's a technical error, or I get interrupted with a phone call, or my father starts fucking vacuuming for the third time that day, I can fucking just pause the recording or just start over if I have to. I can't really do that with a stream. It's just, well, this thing is happening now and everyone has to deal with it. I'm sorry that, I don't make enough money to live on my own and I'm forced to live with this schmuck who's just a complete asshat half of the time. Oh, fucking back's really tight today, man. Like, really, I don't know what the fuck's up with it, but it sucks. Come on, fucking pick the lock. Thank you. Huh. No, I actually was trying a new game last night. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got in on this closed technical test. They're not even calling it an alpha or a beta, just a closed technical test for a new Gearbox game, which is actually pretty cool. It's really like competitive. It's got a lot of like heart racing sort of intensity to it, but at the same time, like I definitely hope that it has a lot of changes before it goes live. But I mean, I've only played like an hour of it, so I don't want to make like a commitment to how I feel about it. Also, like there's like a full NDA on it, so I can't like show any screenshots. I can't like make a video about it. I can't show a video of it. They're full NDAing the shit out of that. Yeah. Well, again, I mean it's not even beta, right? So the things I'm looking at are probably not going to be things that will be in it. So it's just something that, they're like, hey, listen, I mean, the game is going to change so drastically from the time that you're playing it to the time when it comes out that you're really just proving to us that the game we have works and that it's fun. And so we don't really want that, going out. And I mean, I had fun with it. I played like two matches. It was a lot of fun. I won both. So, I mean, I'm a little, flavored to say I enjoy it where I won both of the matches that I was in. But it was the first match was just like a landslide victory. The second one I could tell the guy was much more like my level, if that makes sense, of playing that type of game because I only beat him by like 3 points. Whereas the first guy just crushed. But it's interesting, and I like Gearbox, so if they put out a game, I'm probably gonna check it out at least to however much I can because I really like Gearbox ever since Borderlands.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I love. Oh man, I love Borderlands. That is one thing. That is a game I miss playing with people. Me and Adam Marshall used to just literally sit down together and play Borderlands nonstop. And
I can say I've never played it before.
oh, dude, so good. Me like it's so good that me and Adam Marshall would play through Borderlands 2 and then play through all of the DLC for Borderlands 2. And then like we'd be hanging out and let's say it's like hour 5 of hanging out that day. and we beat Borderlands 2, we finished the final DLC, we would literally just look at each other and just go, "All right, new game plus," and just go right back to the start of the game immediately. Yeah, no, we love it, man. We used to play it all the time. I
It was similar to Destiny, like the MOBA concept and the loot grind.
it doesn't really have a loot grind. Um,
No?
the loot system works a lot like Destiny, where there is rarity of loot. However, unlike Destiny, where the weapons have like a very set limitation to them, like in Destiny, there's very specific guns, right? Like the last word, right?
Yeah.
Everyone will have a copy of that gun. And then there will be guns like the middle tier guns, the purples in Destiny, or the blues, where everyone will have a gun of the same name, but it might have slightly different perks, right? Like it would have a different role to it, right? Like shotguns and whatnot would have different roles in Destiny.
Yeah.
Well, in Borderlands, there's literally a built-in program that literally just exists to create guns that are random. So the odds of you having the exact same gun as someone else, while not impossible, are pretty low, just because the game is creating so many guns. And not all guns are good. Some guns just suck. But there, you definitely have a lot more variety, I'd say, than Destiny. But the rarity system still there. I've destroyed. One second. I've just destroyed the second of the cursed blades, guarding Sacrator. I should continue to search for the two other undead blades. Okay, there are two more I need to kill. I really like Borderlands, and it has a really good humor to it. Like, I very rarely play a game because the game is funny. I will play Borderlands because the game makes me laugh. Like, when I'm playing Borderlands, I'm just having a fucking funny time at the jokes and the characters and all that shit. It's just a lot of fun. I need to heal myself, heal myself, heal myself.
I'm gonna stop jumping in these goddamn vents. I'm doing a second character now. I'm just gonna
Oh?
fool around.
What are you doing, Titan? Or you moved on to Hunter?
No, I'm doing Titan.
Good man.
Probably do.
Finally doing like a real class.
Probably do. Hunter last. I did my Warlock first.
I mean, Warlocks are alright. I hate their jump from Destiny 1 though, like a lot.
Well, they changed a lot of they changed the feel of stuff around. Like, you would probably like the Crucible even more now. It's just more, I don't know, it's more Call of Duty-ish. That makes sense.
I mean, it doesn't, but alright.
Well, I don't know, it's kind of that fast movement.
I don't always need combat to be fast. I need combat to be good. Like, that's a thing that happened in Paragon recently. They fucking were so concerned about the length of their matches that they literally just made all combat faster. They increased every character's attack speed animation. They increased how fast characters get, like, strong. And it's sort of, like, actually has, like, fucked up the pacing of their game. Like, the matches run way smoother and way faster, but there's not really a mid game. You really go from you go from the early game, and then suddenly everyone's in the late game, and the time to kill is literally 4 to 5 seconds depending on who you're fighting. So if you haven't escaped them or killed them within the 5 seconds, they have killed you. And for a MOBA, that's just, it feels a little too high. Or it feels a little too fast. I don't know. I mean, I'll definitely try out the Crucible. I mean, I always liked PvP in Destiny. No matter how, inherently unbalanced it is.
A lot of the stuff is actually isn't coming until next week here.
Yeah, when it comes out for PC.
So, no, it doesn't come over PC for like another month.
Jesus, why the fuck wouldn't they release it side by side?
I don't know.
You want to talk about like a bad business decision. staggered releases for games is a nightmare.
Back, the raid is coming.
I did see that Zur was coming back. That's exciting. I always did like Zur as a character who had no character.
And the new thing called Trials of the Nine.
Yeah. Well, the first DLC is going to be all about Osiris. You're actually going to go to Mercury, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I saw that leak. I saw that in the news. Well, like game news. But yeah. That'll be interesting. I'm kind of bummed that I never ended up going to the lighthouse.
Wasn't anything.
No, but I mean, I would have liked to have just seen it. It's not even that I like care all that much. It's just it's literally a zone of the game that I never saw because I've never looked at someone go there.
Oh, you never saw any videos of it or anything?
No, I mean I could have found videos, but I always just wanted to go there myself. So I just didn't. Yeah, which kind of sucks because I mean that actually sounds like a part of the game I would have been intrigued to have been a part of because of how much I enjoyed Trials. Alright, let's just throw fireballs at this guy till he dies. But no, I'm excited. Destiny 2 is probably going to be pretty good. I'm excited to try out fucking Dark Souls 3.
Have you played that though?
No, I've never played 3.
Oh, you have it though.
I do. I bought it the other day when I picked up Naruto. But I want to finish Dark Souls 2 because I haven't finished Dark Souls 2 since it was on the Xbox. And I like really wanted to finish 2 before fuck. You son of a slut. I got silenced. I really wanted to finish Dark Souls 2 before moving on to 3. Because like the PS4 version is so different than what I remember Dark Souls 2 being.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, they just made the game like way harder. And apparently it's just like not the edition everyone likes playing. Like all the speedrunners play the easier version of the game. Now, Dark Souls is a game where I will watch the speedrunning community. There's this one streamer, I love him. I've never watched him live because I'm really bad at catching live streams when they're actually live. Just because I have a hard time remembering what day or time it is. But there was this one streamer by the name of Distortion 2, man. I fucking love him. He did an 13-hour live stream a few weeks back where he played through every Dark Souls game and killed every boss. It took him 13 hours.
Is that a long time to do that? Or
Well, that's not really a thing people ever keep track of, but he holds the world record for speedrunning a lot of the games. Which is pretty awesome.
in the speed running, but
Me neither, really. I mean, to me, speedrunning is just doing the game slightly faster than what I did before. Like, actual speedrunning is, like, crazy intense, where you're, like, fucking discovering new ways to break the game to skip past entire sections. Man, I'm still wearing Elven gauntlets. I need to fucking upgrade that shit to glass.
by the way, Destiny's story takes more than 2 hours.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I mean, to be fair, Destiny 1's story would take more than 2 hours. It was just the DLC took 2 hours. Like, The Fallen took less than 2 hours to do.
Oh yeah, the head of the world.
Because I literally did a stream of that on my channel where it's me picking up a character who I just got into the cap before and just playing through to the new cap for the Fallen King, and it took like 2 hours and 20 minutes or some shit. Which is still on the channel. Alright, we're going to use one of our Varla stones. Oh god, I hate every time I use one of those because they're so fucking good, man. Oh, that tightness in my back is like actually fucking me up.
You need a decent chair.
I don't know how it happened. Like, I mean, I haven't been in this chair very long. And I mean, I normally like it's normally not my back that hurts in this chair. It's normally my ass. Oh no, man, this chair will fuck my ass right up. No, that's just the problem I have with just being a fat ass. Which sucks because I want to do like, oh sweet, I'm going to do like a 24-hour stream for this cool new game that's out. And then I get 13 hours into it. And it's like sitting here literally just feels like my ass is going to be destroyed. And I very rarely am streaming in a position where I can like sit in like a position I actually find comfortable. Cause like if I could, I would stream like from my couch, like half laying down the way I normally sit. Or have my feet kicked up. And I'm laying on my side a bit. Cause this is my preferred way to sit to do anything. Alright. There are
I am sorry to get off topic, but did No Man's Sky come up with a way that you can play with your friends?
Sort of. They're not quite there yet, but apparently if you are on the same planet or around your friend, they will appear as like an orb, letting you see where they are in their version of the world. They haven't gotten to the point where it's like full on co-op yet. But they definitely seem to be working on it. Which is actually cool. Like again, they've been doing consistent updates again, which is awesome. Let's just pick that lock. Yeah.
I really haven't put hardly any time into it.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, I never hated them like the rest of the internet did. Because, like, what they promised was massive, and they definitely always sounded like they were being rushed by their developer, by Sony, to get the game out. Because it was such a, like, showrunner for the PS4 for so long. With all the things they were promising, and Sony's like, you gotta just deliver the game. We gotta get it out. I could definitely believe that. I could definitely believe that they were rushed. I don't think that that's an excuse for releasing their game unfinished like they did, but at the same time, I'm not so much a monster that I can't forgive them for being in a legitimately shitty situation.
Yeah, probably.
And I mean,
I think
they have been working on delivering what they promised, so it's still better than a lot of game companies who just don't deliver and then just disappear.
they probably showed it off too early.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they showed it off like 3 years before it was ever supposed to come out. They showed it off way early.
They do that with a lot of games, and it's terrible.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna be excited to give it a try again soon, see if they've added enough. I definitely like the idea of base building. I like the idea of creating beacons so that I can actually have a planet that is my home base, and then I can warp back to that planet whenever, and then just go in on a new adventure in a different direction. That's awesome. I love the idea of having my own freighter, my own like trade freighter in space, which is super cool. And that stuff that's been out for a while now. I just haven't gotten around to trying it. But yeah, no, I think the base building could be cool because I mean, I love Minecraft. Like I love building a base. It's my shit. It's my jam. Oh, there he is. How do I get down there? There we go. Hey, buddy, you're a cursed blade. I gotta kill you. Boop. I should probably not use this sword on you. I should probably just use this. Just so I can get like a lucky one hit off. But no, I'm excited to try No Man's Sky again. I've been putting it off. I kind of want to wait till co-op actually happens. Because if I have to play the whole game over, doing a co-op with someone would probably be the best way to do it. And I've heard that they've actually added like story, so it's not just like you get to the center of the universe and then it just brings you to another's universe. Or you get to the center of the galaxy and it takes you to a new galaxy. That's the word I should have been using. Because I've already done that before. Because I got to the center. Because once I upgraded my ship to the point where I could just, like, jump solar system by solar system, like, way further, I just rushed to the center just to see what would be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it'll be cool. I would like to see more stuff done with the space battles, too. Because it was the first game where I was, like, actually competent at a vehicle fight, like, in space. In 3 dimensions. Because normally I suck at that shit, man. Oh, yeah. Once I'm in a 3 dimensional space, like, specifically, like, aircraft. Like, once I'm trying to do combat in an aircraft, I just suck.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was like the hardest achievement to get in Halo Reach for me because I just couldn't do it. It was just a nightmare. Because there was an achievement in Halo Reach where you had to like complete a flight combat section in like under 5 minutes or some shit, and it was just a nightmare.
I wonder if anyone can master how to fly a helicopter in Battlefield.
Dude, fuck the combat in Battlefield though, like for real. Like vehicle combat in Battlefield was a nightmare for sure. Did my timer just not start? Fuck. One sec. Alright, Al hasn't sent me another message yet. I thought he did. Okay. Da 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 da. Clock. Alright. Hold up, everybody. We've definitely been going for 22 minutes, which is a bit longer, so you had a nice little treat. I will see you all Friday.